Hi everybody, welcome to Jenkins Boat Works. I am Chuck Jenkins. Well, at long last, I am happy to announce that we are going to get back to work on our sound. I know that I'm just going to apologize. I know that many of you had been following this closely from when we started, had subscribed to the channel, and quite honestly, I've gotten a few comments from some of you about when are we going to get back to the boat building. And we've had some other video we've put out through the summer, and some's been about firewood. We had some video from going to Antigua, which if you missed, you might enjoy. But you know, most of the people that are subscribed to our channel are here for boat building, and in large part, this kind of boat building. And if you followed along, you may remember that we got interrupted in the late winter, I'm going to say around January sometime, with building a kayak on commission. And so we were getting paid to do that. So that took precedence over this. And then after we got done with that, spring got here and doing all the yard work and just so much stuff outside and going sailing, obviously, and stuff with the boat club. We hadn't got back to it. And so I am sorry about that. And I am dying to get back to it. And the weather's getting ready to be bad. And so it's going to force me inside, and here we go. I will just give you a little update on what's been going on in my life. Because quite honestly, it's been a big year. A lot of stuff's happened. Probably the biggest thing is that I retired from my insurance agency that I've been owning and operating for the last 34 years. And I turned 65 August 1st, and I thought I better start trying to get some of my money back from Uncle Sugar. And so I sold my interest in the agency, and that it feels strange. It feels very strange. I have not adjusted quite yet to being retired and not going someplace, getting up and going and chasing a dollar. I started mowing yards when I was 11. I've been chasing a dollar ever since then. And so I had the idea that when I got out, say in the second week of August or so, that I'd be back to work on this. But as you might imagine, we had all kinds of little projects around the house that needed to be done. We took a couple of different vacations and little trips too, and it's just been a busy summer. Oh yeah, and I bought a Hunter 27 sailboat. Some of you may remember we had a Pearson Triton 28.5, and I'd sold that a year ago. This other boat came along, and the price was just stupid good. So like I needed another boat, I bought it. And so it's just been tons of stuff. And then I had this idea about selling some firewood. We heat the shop here with wood, and so I have to split and resplit and stack and make sure we got enough wood to get us through the winter. And that, quite honestly, is quite a bit of a chore. And I've been spending a lot of time doing that too. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, you ever see these miserable little firewood bundles they have at the convenience store? I was like, I could do that better than that. And I figured out that I could make some money at it. And so that part of my entrepreneur brain kicked in. And so you may have seen some video that we've done on that, and probably with some disappointment because, yet again, no boat building. Well, the weather's turning off, and we're getting back to this. So anyway, hope that you can jump back in with us and follow along. Couple other notes. We've had the financial wherewithal always, because of the blessing of the insurance agency, to be able to fund our boat building application and do pretty much whatever we want with it. It feels a little strange now not having that income. We're not stressed, we're fine, and I rarely mention this because it feels like begging, and I kind of just, I don't know, rubs me wrong. But we do have a Patreon page, and if you like what we do and feel that there's value in it, we'll put a link in at the end of the video. You can check that out. And otherwise, I mean, thank you so much for your viewership and subscribing to the channel. I get some comments from some people sometimes like, oh yeah, I watch all your videos, and I'm like, awesome, thank you. And you know, we don't do it really for the YouTube part of it, although it has kind of taken on a life of its own. The original thing when we built the Haven was all about just trying to create a docu-series where the next person that's coming along building a boat could have some reference, because at the time I was building that boat, there was limited, I mean, there's hardly any information about it. And the YouTube channel took off. We're getting close to 11,000 subscribers, which is crazy, more than I would have ever imagined. And we didn't do it for that. It wasn't like we were trying to create this YouTube thing and a you know, its own entity. And we get a little bit of money out of YouTube, not a lot, probably $60, $70 a month on the average. So you know, you can help us in that regard. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. I have some people who are like, oh yeah, I watch him, but I never comment, because I'm like, why not? Comment, leave your comments, it'll help the algorithm. So anyway, enough of my begging for the moment, but happy to say we're getting back to work on this. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, and I'm a little bit nervous. It's going to take a minute to get reacclimated to where we were when we stopped. And it was a rather abrupt interruption when we started building that kayak. What we got to do now is fare this keelson. So it's in here, and but it's just very rough. And so we got to get it fared down to where it's at the proper angles with the frames, so that when we go to put our garboard plank on here, it'll mate up with that keelson and lay fair against it. And there's not a lot of exact measurement available for what that looks like. A lot of it's just feel. And so I almost feel like part of my dragging my feet to get back to this has been because I'm a little bit nervous about it. There's plenty of opportunity to screw it up, and I obviously don't want to do that. So we'll take it slow, and you know, the thing that's beautiful about most of boat building is that if you do goof it up, it's generally fixable. I'd prefer not to have to remake the keelson, so we're just going to go slow and be careful, and we'll get it. So anyway, planking is really the next thing that we're getting ready to do. So that's one of the most exciting parts sometimes, especially when you're watching a boat building project. Planking is great because you're getting to see, you know, solid, regular progress as the hull comes together. And speaking of that, this is a little side note, but we have, if you followed the channel, you may have seen some of this video, but there's another Soam Sound build going on over on the Kansas side in South Kansas City. So it's about an hour away from us. They got with me and told me that they are getting ready to flip that boat. And the last time I was there, it's been months ago, sometime last winter, we were actually putting the centerboard trunk in the inside of the boat, and the planking was done. And I had thought that they would be flipping the boat sooner than now. I really thought it would have happened 6 months ago, but it didn't. And now it's going to happen Thursday night, and I got invited to do that. So hopefully we will be able to get a little bit of video and share that with you. It's just such a big deal. It's such a milestone when you get to that point where you're getting ready to do the flip. And it's going to be very interesting for me to again see that boat, because it gives me a little bit of a blueprint. Okay, here's what I need it to look like. You know, it's nice to have somebody who's doing the same boat build and ahead of me, to where I can steal a few little ideas here and there. So we will bring that as well. And I'm going to shut up now and just let you know we are going to be back to work on this soon, and we will have video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Leave your comments and your thumbs up, and we will see you soon. If you like the video, remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.